As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11.
Lance going to put it up right away. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go!
Lance looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Hey, Smash.
And Lance going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Nix to the air. Oh, and that is incomplete. And Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
And it's second down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Throwing Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Barney, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
70 Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Here's Lance. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready? Eagle, 60 Eagle. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7-5.
To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 2nd and 3.
18, Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Bronco 80.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
And Lance now to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Lance going back to the air after the pick six.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do and make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan. But now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now it's Nix.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Nix.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here's Nix once more. This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 rings.
operating from the gun. Nix
finding Williams on the check down.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Nix from the shotgun. The quick slant caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Hawk 7.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Cowboys 0. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Powers through, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
79 Broncos. Set. Come 19. Come 19. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 19 Lion. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Let's go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Nix to throw again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Viking, 18.
First carry.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Top low, 18. Set go.
To throw is Nix.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Cowboys, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Ready.
Now Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Cowboys, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A final shot before half for Lance. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down.
18,
Nix to the air.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing Nix.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
Here's Nix.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Come 19. Come 19. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. 19 tight.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
And Lance now to throw.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
67 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. 18, Pioneer. Check, go.
Working out of the gun is Nix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
70 range.
Now it's Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Back to throw. Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19. Check. Hurt. Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Check go.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
2nd and 6. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Half the 60. Half the 60. 19 light. Tight. Hey, smash.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
The Lance going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Nix from the shotgun.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He's across midfield
and all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Baron Browning in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Let's go.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Looking to throw. Lance.
Left side to Lamb.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
There's Cooks in motion right.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19. Hunt.
Operating from the gun. Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
19 Lions. Stephanie. Check go.
Operating from the gun. Lance. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Nick Bonito picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Reload.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mustang 19. 19, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Buffalo 18. 18, run, 18, run. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Come 19. 19 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Nix once more.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
To throw is Nix.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.